Hi everyone, it's Natasha. I want to talk about two items right now for comparison. It's the Skindinavia makeup finishing spray and the makeup finishing spray oil control. So I've done the review of both separately and I want to make a comparison. So to me, the finishing spray does work, but in summer months, in hotter months, in humid months, I do live in a humid climate. I have to, what I've learned is that it doesn't last very long. It lasts 1 to 2 hours during the summer. In a little bit colder months, probably 2 to 3 hours. So what I've done and what I've tested and tried and works for me is whenever I feel like it's kind of building up, what I do is I just retouch it with this. I just, before it hits too much, that when you blot it, your foundation goes on your blotting sheet. What I try to do is prevent that. And when I feel like it's about to go there and I might need to blot like in the next 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, if I really do need to blot, I miss that time frame. I do blot a little bit and then I put pressed powder. I only use pressed powder. I don't use loose powder. In the wintertime, I do use loose powder. But in the summer months, I use pressed powder. I don't know why. I think it's because my pressed powder is matte and my loose powder is not supposed to be matte, but you know, it's the wintertime. Anyway, so what I do is I put this in a small spray. I believe it's like 1 ounce or less. And I use that when I'm out and I'm going to be out all day, and I retouch every about an hour and a half. That's what I've noticed, tried and tested with this, because I kind of thought maybe initially I tried to do it like 6 hours and it didn't really work. In between, my nose area was still incredibly oily, and that has nothing to do with the foundation. That's just my skin. So I tried it this way. And when it comes to colder months, as I said, it can last 2 to 3 hours. For me, maybe a little bit more, depending on if it's spring, fall, or winter time. In wintertime, probably or closer to 3 hours. In the spring, probably closer to 2 hours. So that's what I do. I pay attention, and I've been trying and testing it and seeing how long it'll last. And I thought, why don't I just retouch it? You know, because I was getting a little frustrated about it. It's supposed to last you all day, but it didn't. And I was doing my research and stuff, and I thought, well, I don't want to waste it and throw it out because it's a huge bottle. This is 8 ounces. So I thought, why don't I just use it, you know, every few hours? And it worked. It really worked. However, because that happened, I kind of thought, is there something else that might last longer or claim to last longer than this? And I could try that after. So this still has a lot. I would say a little under, maybe half or just a smidge under half. So what I did was I bought the oil control version. And what I noticed is this actually lasts in the summer for me between 4 to 6 hours. And so around 4 hours or 5 hours, and it depends on the day and what I'm doing. And for the most part, if it does last like around that time frame. And it's not super mattifying that my face is like cakey, dry, or like the desert sand. It doesn't look like that at all. These two products that have never made me look like that. What I've done though is, if I believe I'm gonna get oily really, really soon and it kind of looks like it is, what I do is if I need to, I blot and then I put pressed powder on and then I retouch with this. I have also tried retouching with this without blotting, without the pressed powder, and it works. The combo really works. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep buying both, but I know I'm gonna keep buying this. So I could maybe I'll just keep buying this and don't have to retouch that often. and probably only have to retouch one time if I'm out like 10 hours in the day or 12 hours in the day. So I can retouch one more time or probably twice out. Excuse me, with this, it's like every hour to have that perfect, flawless, freshly made makeup look that you want. So there you go. Do I recommend this brand? Yes, I really do. And everybody's skin is different. I always recommend to try this one first if you want to. If you don't really want to use this and you believe you have the same kind of oily problems that I do, or probably worse, then, you know, it doesn't hurt to just go with this one right away. I haven't tried the bridal one just because it seems to have the same promises as this one. And I really kind of thought to just pick one of the two when I picked it the first time. And it's still the same. It's still like smudge proof. You know, I touch it and there's nothing there. I've gone out in like light showers and it hasn't melted anything off. So what I do notice is that if you spray it on right away before your foundation has set, or if you don't use a pressed powder. I do recommend using a pressed powder though, because it will help mattify it and oil control, and it will also help the longevity of your powder. So what I do is I do a foundation and then a pressed powder or a loose powder, and then I do this, and in between I let each one set. I've noticed I've done it too fast if I didn't have enough time, and what happens, it doesn't really perform as well because you didn't let each one set prior to putting this on. So take a little bit of time, let it set. It's usually, a lot of people don't really want to say it, but I usually do it like 5 to 10 minutes. So I give myself a little bit of time because you know what? If your makeup is ruined, you got to do everything again, or you got to redo like that part, and it's really a pain. So giving yourself an extra like 10 minutes aside just to make sure everything is well and perfect before you add the next stage of your makeup, then I would recommend that way, just so your makeup will come out the way you like it and you're happy all day. I hope you like my video, my comparison, and my comparison in both. If you have any comments, I would love to hear from anybody and everybody. I love getting comments. I love just anybody, leaving a message for me. I have my Instagram, my Twitter, and my email down there if you guys want to follow me there too. Also, if you really enjoyed my video and you want to be part of my channel family, please hit the subscribe button, and I hope you watch all my videos and you're going to be notified every time I upload a new one. Thank you so much for your time, and you have a wonderful day. Bye.